If you're over 61, there's one way of sleeping that you should really avoid because it could be quietly putting strain on your heart while you rest. It can impact how you breathe, how your blood flows, and it might be the hidden reason you wake up tired, dizzy, or a little short of breath in the morning. It's not just your age, it's the shape your body takes as you sleep. Stay with me, because simply changing your sleeping position could truly make all the difference. Once you pass 61 years old, the way you sleep isn't just about being comfortable anymore. It becomes important for your health and even your safety. Our bodies change as the years go by. Joints get stiffer, blood doesn't circulate as quickly, and the heart must work extra to keep you feeling well. Harmless in your 40s or 50s could now be putting extra quiet stress on your heart, your spine, your lungs, and even your mind. Still, every night, so many older adults slip into sleeping positions that make things more difficult without realizing it. Think about this. You lie down expecting to feel refreshed in the morning. But what if your sleeping position gently squeezes your chest, cuts down on how much air you take in, and makes your heart work harder hour after hour? That isn't real rest. That's hidden strain over the years. It adds up. Whether you sleep on your left, your right, your back, or your stomach, each choice has its own effects, and as we get older, those effects can become stronger when you turn 61 and beyond. Your body's ability to make up for pressure and changes during the night isn't what it used to be. Your spine isn't as flexible anymore. Your lungs might not open up as well, and the way blood moves through your arms and legs can shift depending on where you put pressure. Thing many people don't realize is just how much the way you sleep can impact your heart directly. Certain positions can press on big blood vessels, some make it harder for you to breathe deeply, and others can bring up more acid reflux, which quietly puts more stress on your heart. It's not just about feeling groggy. Over time, sleeping in certain positions has been linked to higher blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, and even heart failure. Maybe you feel okay now, and you sleep through most nights, but your body is always keeping count. Even a small drop in oxygen while you sleep might not wake you up, but it forces your heart to work overtime night after night, like asking it to run a long race in the dark over and over. That's why your sleeping position matters so much more after 61. It's not only a staying comfortable anymore. It's about managing the pressure on your heart, your breathing, your blood flow, and your organs. If you don't make the right choice now, it can show up in your daily life with tiredness, shortness of breath, skipped heartbeats, or things even more serious. But here's the hopeful part. Just turning your body the correct way can ease strain on your heart, deeper rest, and help your whole body heal more easily through the night. In a little while, I'll go over which sleep positions may be quietly working against your heart, and which ones support it best. Out of all positions, research keeps finding that sleeping flat on your back, what doctors call the supine position, is the most risky for older adults. You might find it natural. Always slept. But past age 61, this way of sleeping quietly becomes one of the riskiest for your heart and your breathing. Let me explain why. When you stretch out on your back, gravity gently pulls your tongue and the soft parts at the back of your throat backward. This can narrow the upper airway and lead to sleep apnea, a problem where your breathing starts and stops all night long. And sleep apnea isn't just snoring. It means lower oxygen levels and more work for your heart. Every time your oxygen dips, your heart is pushed to pump harder. Your blood pressure goes up, your heart rate can become jumpy, and your body releases stress hormones again and again. It's almost like going through a tiny alarm response dozens of times each night. Over the long haul, this can raise your chances of high blood pressure, rhythm problems, and enlarged heart, or even a stroke. When you factor in growing older, it's even tougher for the body to handle these drops in oxygen. Bill or Susan already have blood vessels that are less stretchy, a slower changing heart rate, and lungs that don't take in quite as much air. All this means that sleep apnea does more damage. In fact, the studies are clear. Older adults with untreated sleep apnea are much more at risk for serious irregular heartbeats like atrial fibrillation that can lead to clots or heart failure. Main sleeping position that makes this worse. Lying flat on your back. But that's not the only problem. Sleeping face up can also allow stomach acids to slide up into your throat, causing acid reflux overnight. That burning pain in your chest can wake you up, but it can also make your airways tender, mess up your breathing, and give your heart more to do. It's a harmful cycle. And all the while, you believe you are at rest. So you are waking up tired after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, finding your mouth dry, your throat sore, or your heart pounding, or if your partner mentions you pause or gasp through the night, your sleep position might be to blame. The good news, you don't need medicines, gadgets, or even a doctor's appointment to fix this. It starts simply with adjusting how you sleep. Now, a quick note, there are special situations like certain spinal problems or after some surgeries where a back sleeping position might be needed. But for most people over 6'1", especially those with high blood pressure, heart trouble or snoring, avoiding the back is a real game changer. So what's the best way to sleep for your heart and for a longer, healthier life? If back sleeping is quietly loading extra stress on your heart, the better. Experts agree. Sleeping on your left side does wonders for an older heart. It might seem like a small thing, but this easy shift can have powerful benefits. Sleeping on your left helps. First, heart sits just your other organs as you lie this way. Gravity keeps pressure off the heart muscle, and blood flows more easily through your body. The body's artery, the aorta, curves to the left, so your heart doesn't have to force blood against gravity all night long. This means less stress, less pressure, and smoother work for your heart. Next, your lungs can move more freely, helping you breathe in more air and lowering the chance of slow or shallow breathing and sleep apnea. For people over 61 whose lungs aren't quite as strong as before, this alone can help you wake up feeling clearer and more refreshed. Helps your digestion and keeps acid reflux in check. Your stomach sits on your left side, so sleeping this way uses gravity to keep acid where it belongs, stopping that burning and letting you enjoy deeper, more restful sleep. That matters because heartburn at night actually wakes up your body's stress system, putting your heart on alert. But there's even more. Sleeping on your left side seems to help the lymph system too. That's your body's cleaning crew. It removes waste from your organs and brain, and for older adults like Henry or Mary, that helps the body clean itself overnight is a true gift for brain and heart health. Is there any downside to the right side? For some, sleeping on your right may lower heart pressure, but studies suggest that for other people, this position can squish the big vein that brings blood back to the heart. Slowing return. If you ever notice wave-like heartbeats or an uneasy rhythm, the right side can sometimes make it feel more pronounced. But you don't need to stay frozen on your left side for a full 8 hours. Practical. Just starting the night in this position, staying aligned with a body pillow or slightly propping up your upper body can add up little by little. It's simple, free, and really work. If you've always loved sleeping on your back or stomach, you might worry that this change will feel too foreign or uncomfortable, but the body can get used to it, sometimes more quickly than you'd expect with a few smart changes to your bedding. Many people struggle with side sleeping simply because their pillow doesn't support them well. You want a pillow that fills the gap between your head and shoulder to keep your neck in line. If the pillow is low, your neck sags. If it's too high, it puts extra tension on your shoulder and nerves. Look for a medium, firm pillow that dips in for your neck or one labeled especially for side sleepers. The right makes sides not just possible but soothing. Now for your body using a body-length pillow or tucking. A smaller pillow between your knees aligns your hips, takes pressure, your lower back, and helps prevent rolling over. Your body wants symmetry. Help it get there and it will stay put. Still finding yourself rolling onto your back during the night? Here's a trick. Place a roll towel or small cushion behind you. It acts like a soft wall. So, if you try to turn, your body will just nudge gently and you'll stay on your side without waking up. Some people even sew a tennis ball into the back of their sleep shirt. It's not meant to hurt, just to remind your sleepy brain to avoid the back position. It's like giving yourself a nighttime nudge. If you've always slept on your stomach, the shift might take a few more days, but it's completely doable. Try a wedge pillow or place a second pillow in front of you. This gives your brain the steady, grounded feeling you're used to, but without the twisting and pressure of true stomach sleeping. Another tip, start your night lying on your left during the most important sleep window. It's for 3 hours after you drift off. That's when your body enjoys its deepest healing sleep. Even if you change position later, you've already had a stretch of real heart-protective rest. You can also help your body remember the new position by reading, listening to gentle music, or simply relaxing on your left side before bed. The more this feels natural. Here's a wonderful truth. The brain is always learning, whether you are 61, 72, or 83. For many, waking up more often during the night is just another chance to gently shift back to your left. With steady practice, your body will adapt. A position that once felt odd can soon become your most comfortable way to sleep. What happens you take left side sleeping and add one more simple ritual to your night. Surprising things can happen for your heart, your sleep, and your whole health. Your left is a great beginning, but if you add one easy step before bed, you can build a recovery pattern that helps protect your heart, rebuild muscle, and support your metabolism as you sleep. What step? A serving of slowly digesting high-quality protein taken about half an hour to an hour before bed. In particular, casein protein. Not whey, not soy, casein. Here's why. Sleep body goes into a natural fasting state. There is no food, no fuel coming in. For younger folks, this isn't a big issue. They recover easily. For older adults, though, that overnight fasting can be risky. Muscle is lost more rapidly. Healing is slower, and the heart, which is a muscle, becomes more exposed to strain and not enough nutrients. But casein protein, backed by scientific research, digests slowly over 6 to 8 hours, giving a steady trickle of amino acids all night long. These amino acids help your body save muscle, heal tissue, steady your metabolism, and support heart health throughout the night. It's like giving your body gentle nourishment just when it would have had none. And when you match casein protein with left side sleeping, you double the benefits. Sleeping on your left lets the heart rest. On heartburn, improves blood flow, and casein provides the key building blocks for repair, muscle support, and better blood sugar overnight. Together, they help create a healing setting inside your body while you sleep. Think about the change over time. More muscle means a sturdier heart. A stronger heart pumps with less effort, bringing down blood pressure and easing oxygen demands. Better nighttime recovery brings more energy, quicker healing, and less stiffness when you start your day. Blood sugar that's more balanced means a lower risk of diabetes and heart disease as the years go by. This is especially powerful if you're doing any physical activity during the day, like walking or some exercise. You're telling your body to grow and get stronger when you move. And with casein protein, you are giving it the tools to actually do the building while you sleep. You don't need to eat a big meal, just a scoop of casein protein mixed with water or almond milk. Or if you'd rather have food-based options, a serving of low-fat cottage cheese or unsweetened Greek yogurt works fine. For 40 grams of protein with at least 5 grams of leucine to kickstart muscle repair. This isn't just a nice idea, it's a plan. When you pair smart sleeping positions with the right nighttime nutrition, you move from just aging to actively rebuilding every night with results that add up over time. Soon, I'll share what signs to watch for so you'll know it's working and how to make this habit stick for life. Dependent for many years ahead. You've started sleeping on your left side and you've added casein protein to your bedtime routine. How can you tell if it's helping? You may not notice big, flashy changes right away, but your body will send you gentle hints. The first sign usually shows up in the morning. How do you feel as you wake? Do you rise without the usual stiffness? Do your joints feel more limber? And do your leg feel lighter than before? These are early clues that swelling and muscle loss overnight are slowing down. You'll notice your heart feels calm, not hurried, not pounding, just steady. That's because solid sleep position and steady amino acids at night keep your body relaxed instead of over-alert. As the weeks go by, your resting heart rate might drop a bit. That's a sign your heart is working more smoothly. Another hint, fewer times waking up during the night. Left side sleeping and slow digesting protein help keep blood sugar stable and stop heartburn, which are two big reasons for nighttime awakenings in older adults. You sleep. Total sleep time doesn't change much. Then there is your energy during the day. Many older adults believe tiredness is just part of getting older. But that isn't true when your muscles are protected, your blood sugar is steadier, and your heart isn't overworked. You will feel more energized and have a stronger urge to move, walk, or do the things you love. That's your body telling you that recovery is happening. If you are keeping an eye on your blood pressure or blood sugar, you may also notice steadier numbers and fewer sudden changes. That isn't magic. It's what happens when you let your heart rest and feed your muscles correctly while you sleep. For those who exercise, this is when things get even more exciting. You might find you bounce back sooner after activity feels stronger and notice a steadier posture or better balance because the muscle you build by day isn't quietly slipping away each night. This isn't about quick change, but most people notice real shifts within 2 to 4 weeks. By 8 to 12 weeks, you can often measure the difference, and in half a year or more, you will likely see it reflected in your strength, confidence, and the way you move through daily life. Powerful, but it only matters if you make it part of your life. Now, you know the impact of your sleeping position and what you eat before bed. Both can quietly shape the health of your heart, your strength, and even your independence. The real victory, making this routine automatic so it takes care of you every single night without having to think out it. The secret is to let this become a part of who you are. Not just a new habit, but an essential part of how you care for yourself. Someone hoping for better sleep. You're someone who values being strong, having a healthy heart, and staying independent for as long as possible. People like that don't leave their well-being to chance. How do you make it stick? Start by tying your new ritual to something you already do every single night. Let's say you all brush your teeth. Perfect. Keep your casein protein powder and a small shaker bottle near your toothbrush. That way, right after brushing, you're only one simple step away from giving your body overnight support. Set a gentle reminder on your phone on a sticky note or tape to your mirror. Not because you'll always need it, but because at first, staying steady beats relying on willpower. Just a small prompt can create big change over time. Choose a flavor you actually look forward to. Sip it slowly. Make it part of your evening wind down. This isn't a punishment. It's an act of self-care that works quietly in every cell as you sleep. Skipping. Pause for a second and picture yourself a decade from now. Standing tall, moving comfortably, enjoying life on your terms. That future stronger and independent you isn't an accident. That's the reward for small, wise choices made night after night, like this one. In the end, living longer is not just about the number of years. It's about how much living you can put into every single year. Your 70s, 80s, or even 90s with strength, clarity, and freedom. Not worry or weakness. Tonight, make the choice. Lie down on your left. Have your protein. Sleep like someone who's building their future, not just getting by, but truly flourishing. And when you wake tomorrow morning feeling just a bit stronger, more balanced, and more alive, you'll know exactly why. No gimmicks, just simple proven steps worked into your bedtime routine for real recovery every single night.